Hi guys! So incredibly, it's almost September and I thought that it was time to do a walkthrough of my current planner lineup because things have changed since the last time. So first up is my Hobonichi Weeks, which is my personal planner as always, and this is in a Fodori from Love by Gabby. It's an Etsy shop that I'll link down below if you're not familiar with it. She makes these Fodoris that are the perfect size for the weeks, which is awesome. I have this aqua one and then I also have one in lilac, so I've just been switching them back and forth between the two of them. So I use this as my wallet as well, so as you can see it's got money and cards and some stamps. And the actual week setup hasn't changed much. I've started decorating these with Faber-Castell artist pens, just to kind of add a bit of color to the side. So sometimes I do them rainbowically, and then this week I just kind of tried yellow and orange. And I'll go through this in more detail a bit later when I do an updated setup and like kind of walkthrough of my weeks, but for now I just want to give an overview of what I'm using. So the newest addition to my weeks, which I'm really excited about, is this personal sized traveler's notebook wallet insert, which I also got from Love by Gabby. And this is perfect because the Fodori itself is a bit bigger. It's the perfect size to fit the week, so it's bigger than personal size, but the smaller string is exactly personal size. And so when I figured this out, I was really excited because the main issue with using this as my wallet is that I didn't have anywhere for coins. So now, thanks to this beautiful zip pouch, I have somewhere for coins. And then it also has credit card slots, and I keep my stencils in here, and I'm going to the US tomorrow, so I've got some American currency. And then I also put in this edition. This is an A6 Hobonichi notebook that come in the packs of 3s, and I put this in here because when I'm traveling, I don't want to take my daily planner with me. You've probably heard about my daily planner, and if not, I'll go through it in a minute. But because I don't want to take any more planners than necessary with me if I go on a trip, I decided to put this in because it's very, very slim. It hardly adds any bulk, as you can see, and it's got these nice A6 size pages which are perfect for daily planning if I need them. So then I just have some cards in the back here and my beloved Pilot Decimo, which is my all-time favorite pen. So that is my personal planner. Then next up I have my work planner, which is in this faux leather Hobonichi cover, also from Love by Gabby. It's not an actual official Hobonichi cover, but it looks identical. So I have this really exciting innovation here. I'm not very crafty, as you know, but it was bothering me how the pen was kind of hard to keep taking in and out of the pen loop because the Hobonichi pen loops are really big. So you have to like kind of hook them onto the clip of the pen, and it was like I kind of had to hold it down every time, and it was getting to be a pain and it was inconvenient. So I was despairing and even considering switching covers, which would have been a tragedy because I love this cover, when I suddenly realized that I could take this metal pen loop. I got this from Ryman in the UK. It's an office supply store, but they have them at Muji as well. It's just like a kind of springy metal pen loop, and I stuck the pen loop onto the Hobonichi pen loop, and because it's springy, it's metal, but it's like it's elasticated, so I can just stick the pen in like that, and it's like a pen loop within a pen loop, and that makes it really easy to effortlessly put the pen in and out. So if you have ever had problems with the Hobonichi pen loops and you find them annoying, this is a great solution, I have found anyway. So nothing really has changed in my cousin setup either that dramatically, although I'll do a more proper walkthrough of this as well soon. So this is my current week, and I, as you know, use these use the daily pages for work notes, and I keep the setup here kind of minimalist. I just have some sticky notes and some pictures of Panda, and I've been keeping this mechanical pencil here because sometimes I go to the British Library where you need to, you can't use pens, you have to use pencils, and I don't go very often, but when I do, it's nice to be prepared. So because there's an extra pen loop, I've been keeping that there. So that's my work planner. And these, as I am fond of saying, are really my only two planners. They're the only two planners that I actually need to function with. All of the rest about what I'm about to show you is extra, in that I like it, but it's supplementary. These are the only ones where I put information that like basically I have all of my information in these two, and the other ones just have variations on the same information that's in here, just in different formats. So the next one is my daily planner, and you've probably seen this one recently. This is a Hobonichi A6, and I've recently been debating whether I should order a new one tomorrow night when the new Hobonichis go on sale, and I'm pretty much 100% decided that I am going to, because I can't help it. I just love having a complete set of Hobonichis. I really, really like somehow knowing that I've got a different use for each one of the three. And I was delighted to learn after I made my video about my daily planner dilemma that I'm not the only one that feels like this. There are others as well who delight in having all three Hobonichi sizes. So that made me really happy. Yay, Hobonichi addicts. So this is in the Hobonichi Sat cover, which I love. And I just use this as a daily to-do list, basically. So as I've said before, I don't actually need the dates, but if I have them, it's kind of nice because then I can go back and see what I was doing on a particular day, even though it's just routine tasks. And I like the fact that I can list out everything that I have to do in the day, whether it's a one-off for that day or a routine thing. So this is the third one in the lineup, and I'm really happy having that. But as I said, there's nothing in here that isn't in one of these already. I pull the information from these two and put it in here so that it's in the form of a chronological list from morning until night, and that's what the purpose of this one is. Then the next one is solving a bit of a dilemma here. A while ago I made a video about my home planner dilemma and I wasn't sure what to do. So this is what we've decided. This is a Doki Book Disc Agenda Turquoise in A5 size, and it's actually just serving as a cover for this Jewish calendar, which is a spiral bound planner that has the Jewish holidays and the dates on the Jewish calendar. And we used this as our home planner for a while last year, and then I got sick of it because of the spirals. I didn't like the spirals, and then kind of wandered around in various different planners, and now I've decided to come back to this because when it's inside the cover, I don't mind the spirals, and I've got it anyway for reference. So I, with the help of my fellow planner addicts, decided that it would be sensible to use this. So it's a week on one page format, and I've just started decorating for this week. So basically, this has got information in it that is useful to me and James, as in joint appointments, where he is, where I am, vet appointments, that kind of thing. So I've only done this week. I'm away from tomorrow, but I think I'll make, like, maybe just put stickers on the rest of the week, and we've got a painter coming to look at our flat because we're going to get some of the rooms repainted, so I'll put that on there as well so that James can see it, and then he can see when I'm back. And this is really fun because this is my one, like, kind of pretty planner. Obviously, as you can see, it's a big mess and I don't do anything like themes or coordinate colors, but I just really like using stickers, and I have a ton of stickers, so I hadn't been using them for the past few months, and it's really nice to be back having something that I can decorate and just like enjoy looking at. And because it's spiral bound, it's like a bound planner in that all the pages will stay together. So if we can stick to this for the whole year, which I'm really, really going to do my best to try, then I'll have all of these beautiful colorful spreads to look back on, which is really satisfying. So that is the home planner. Now we've come to the last two, and these are kind of like extras which are not actually really strictly necessary, but I'm just using them because why not, partly to use up the inserts. So this one is another home planner, and you may be thinking, why do you have another home planner? So this, first of all, is a Cadenette Notebooks faux leather faux dory, and I'll link her shop down below as well. I've done a review on this planner and also on the Love by Gabby ones if you're interested in seeing reviews of any of these. Actually, I've got reviews of all of these covers if you're curious about the covers, so you can just look through on my channel and you'll find them. But I'll put a link to the shop down below because she does these really great vegan leather faux dory covers in all different sizes. So this is a Happy Scrappy insert, and a lot of you've probably seen this before. I was using this as my home planner. Well, I started I think at the end of July, And the insert has 8 weeks in it, so it's like kind of coming to the end, which will be amazing because my goal was to use up this whole insert. So the Jewish calendar started this week. It started yesterday, in fact. No, Sunday. And so I wanted to start using it from the beginning so that there wouldn't be any blank weeks in it. But at the same time, this has still got a couple of weeks left. So I decided to keep using this because I'd already written the dates in. And I thought this will just be like a kind of messy home planner, and also it has a lot of pages for notes. So I did things like I wrote a list of dinners that we like, because it's always a struggle to remember like what we like and to remember to make it. And then it has these nice lists where you can put shopping lists, or you can put like ingredients in meals that you want to make, and meal planning. And then this is just blank note paper, gridded note paper. So I made a note here of the colors that we wanted for the rooms that we get repainted. And it's got this habit tracker. So I just use this to tick off the days when one of us is out of the house all day. And so I've just kind of been using it like that. And I felt like it was a shame, especially since it's still got a couple weeks left, to abandon it, because this is all, it's useful just to have kind of basically scrap paper. And because this is, you know, like the nice pretty planner, and also it doesn't really have that much flexibility. All it is a weekly calendar. There's no room to put things like meals that we like or colors that we want to paint the flat. I could put them in my personal planner because there's room in the notes pages. But because they're things that are kind of relevant to both of us, you know, like meals and painting the flat and grocery shopping and stuff like that, I kind of thought, why not put them in here? And it's just very easy because this is kind of like a bonus insert almost, in that I wasn't really, I mean, I just kind of want to use it up. And so I don't really worry that much about it. It's not like the weeks where I get kind of precious about the note paper, even though I've actually got a ton of note paper left, and there's only 3 months more until the new one comes out. But I kind of, or until the new week starts. But I still kind of feel like, oh, week's note paper, I should be a bit careful with that. Whereas in this, I don't worry about it because there's lots of space, and I don't care if I mess it up and have to cross things out. It's very satisfying. So it's kind of like the opposite of this, which is very neat and pretty and planned out. This one is just like I can, you know, just kind of write freely without worrying about it. So I thought I'll just keep using it like that. And then when it finishes, I'll reconsider. I have got another one of these in the standard traveler's notebook size, which I don't actually like as a size. I ordered it a while ago just because I really liked it. So I thought I'll get one personal size and one standard size. So I was thinking maybe I would carry on and keep using it until that one's used up. But because it's undated, I don't really have any pressure to use it. So I might just not use it and go without this and see if I can make do with all of my other planners. But I don't know, it's kind of nice having as Amy Loves Paper calls it, a dirty planner. So that's the kind of dirty home planner. And finally, I have my Disc Agenda Diva. This is without a cover, so I did something really bold and daring from, I don't know, from my brain's perspective. It was kind of shocking. I took this out of its cover. This was in a similar cover to this one, in the rose gold one, which is how it comes. And it's designed so that you can use it on its own or in the cover. And it looks really nice in the cover, so I kind of never wanted to take it out. But there was something, I kind of missed being able to see the discs, because a lot of the discbound planners, like the Happy Planner and the Levenger planners, the Martha Stewart planner, have the discs on the outside, and so you can see them, and I kind of like the look of that. And I sort of missed the fact that when this was in its cover, you couldn't see the discs, even though I really like the cover as well. Also, it adds a lot of bulk to it, and I don't carry this around with me, but I still I was just curious to see what it would be like if I took the cover off. And so I did, and I really liked it because it's very light and portable, and you can see the discs, and it has a completely different feel. And I really like how you can see the dashboard. This is a Happy Scrappy dashboard, and I bought it because it just made me so happy. And this is absolutely true. You can never have too much happy and stationery. Never a truer word was spoken. So obviously, if it's in the cover, you can't see this unless you have it open. So I really like this. And this used to be my home planner, and then it was a meal planner, and then it was just kind of unused for a while. And then I started using it as a planner where I write down nice things that like happen to me or that people do for me during the day, because I think it's like, it's so easy to focus on the negative for me anyway. And for the past few months, I feel like that's kind of where I've been gravitating towards. So even though I have a gratitude journal in my weeks, or not a journal, a gratitude space in my weeks where I just kind of list things every day that I'm grateful for, or like nice things that have happened, I kind of wanted to focus on like nice things that people do, especially James. That's what I've been using it for most of the time, because I think it's really easy if, you know, like you're very stressed and you know, it's easy to kind of just get into fights with your partner basically. So this is like an extra thing. It's not really a planner. It's just something that I started doing because I kind of felt bad that these inserts were going to waste and they're dated. So I thought I'll just start using it for that. And it's been a very nice addition, and I like having it out on the table. I just leave it on the table in the living room, and it makes me happy to see it, and I get to admire it, and I just write things down in it like kind of whenever the mood strikes me. So it's not really a planner as such, but it is kind of part of my planner lineup. So again, for now, I'm just doing this while I've got the inserts. I'm not sure if I will replace these when they run out, but I'll see how it goes, because I've got another like 4 months of the year to use them for. So I'll see whether or not it's something that I, you know, feel like I want to keep having as part of my lineup. So there you are. I've got a considerable stack as usual, but as I said at the beginning of the video, these are really the only two that actually have information which is kind of unique, as in these are my real planners, and then these are just my supplementary planners that I enjoy having, and I like using, and they're sort of beneficial at the moment. But I think except for the daily planner, which I really, really want to have, and the weekly planner, I think these two I can imagine will stay in the lineup in some form or another, but these two are kind of like extras that I'm just using while I've got the inserts. So there you have it. I hope that you enjoyed this. I'll be back again soon with another video, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye!